Hey everybody. I missed most of the discussion in chat during the break, but trying to catch up on the end here. Yeah, there are we don't use the point and rank system here that a lot of channels use. And hidden in the background is how that title system came into place. We use kind of the ranking system just for fun for titles. Hasn't really gotten much attention in a while. So yeah, there's a title when you're here, and then when you follow, and it changes a little bit. And if you sub, there are different titles, and there are people who can have custom titles from some of the subs that they've got, and nobody's really engaged that much or requested that much. So we haven't done anything with it in a while. The bot, the software that runs the bot, may switch at some point. Alright, so we're doing the Descent DLC today. That's what we're getting into. The Descent. Valta's stone sense is leading her toward what she believes to be the source of the earthquakes. This is a story aside from the main story. Main story is on hold. Holding the deep roads, established camps. Rune-warded gate of Egrumar. Valta's stone sense tells her that the way forward is through a rune-warded gate in the Darkspawn Warrens. The gate can only be opened with ancient gears. Open the gate. We're ready to open the gate. Killing me softly. Pages torn from a crazed dwarf's journal are scattered across the Darkspawn Warrens and the ruins of Hadron Tig. Found two of them. So the gears have been placed.
It's open. Keep any gears we find. We may need more. And if we don't, I want to study them. Whatever they're made of wasn't mine down here.
Assuming we cannot take back gears that have been used. We'll be playing the gear game a whole bunch today. Wants to play the gear game. Packs of enemies down here seem larger on average. Than they were in the main campaign so far. This looks more normal, like a group of just a few. This Herlock Alpha. Let me build up some stamina. See if we can finish up this Herlock real quick. And we're going to switch to the Alpha, and I'm going to mark him for death. Alright, everybody on the Alpha. Marked for death. Hidden Blades. Leaping Shot. Did it work? Took too long. I don't think I saw it trigger. The idea with Marked for Death and Inquisition, which is taking some getting used to on my part, that you apply the mark, then you strike and strike and strike, and the mark will expire after a while, but if you detonate it early, you get extra damage. And I have an upgrade. If you detonate it early, you get even more extra damage. Here's the catch. Bull is struggling to build up guard and keep it. The problem is it's a very short amount of time you have to detonate it early. To maximize the damage it can do, we're trying to maximize the number of hits. And combining something like Hidden Blades, which uses a lot of stamina and has a pretty long cooldown, with Leaping Shot, which doesn't use too much stamina and has a pretty short cooldown, but if I can get both of those to fire off and still have enough time to detonate the mark early, it's a lot of damage.
The rhythm in the tremors. It echoes through the stone.
But I missed the detonation a lot. Well, Prestige, see. Money to there. Prestige. Yeah. Yeah, man, there are ways. I'm sure we can figure something out. Very cool. More of that, please. That's a Legion of the Dead statue, isn't it? Not just a dwarf, but the mark. The adornment, doesn't that suggest Legion of the Dead? Does Bull have his taunt set up as a preferred skill? Let's make sure. Arseno, I probably did not do that because I don't think I've preferred much of anything for anyone. Probably not. Challenge. Cassandra's not having the same issue, so we could probably leave this alone. But if skills are being used and they're wasting stamina or mana, we can disable them. And if I want things like focus powers to get used automatically and I don't, that's one thing. But I'd have to put these on the bar. Not everyone has their focus powers on the bar. So I replace something that's still in his tactics, like Veil Strike. He should still use Veil Strike, but by putting Firestorm on the bar, I'll be able to trigger that manually. It's another thing I should have done for everybody a while ago. Same thing with Rampage. We should put Rampage on the bar somewhere. Go. You good? Let's let Cassandra do her thing, and let's see if that affects Bull. If he builds up more guard more quickly, I'll be thrilled. Follow Volta through the Dark Spawn Warrens. Where we came from? Gears! Gears of Warrens.
Another strange door. Who put these here? And why?
This one uses a different kind of gear from the others.
We don't have to open it. My stone sense leads the other way. Though I am curious to see the other side.
You always are.
Alright. I haven't played this DLC, but what I'm seeing, what I'm guessing, is that there are a limited number of gears, that it's tricky to find enough gears to open everything, that there's probably optional doors. This sounds like an optional door. We could spend our gears or save our gears. If we spend our gears, we're going to have another door, maybe another optional door, as well as maybe a non-optional door, and we'll have to find more gears. So, can't even guess at what doors would be worth opening or not. Very tempting. Hey, look who it is. Stevie Raydron. What's going on? Welcome. Get you this fine Friday. Is it Friday? Wait. It's Friday, right? Right? It's Friday. Friday. This extra stream is throwing me for a loop. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Prestige. Yes. Yeah, we should follow up on this. And later would be better, Discord would be better. But yes, man, we should figure something out. Figure something out. And don't let me slip on that, man. If I space later, don't let me slip on that. Stevie Ray! It is Friday. And it's I had to check. The gates of Segrumar. Some of the hand-stamped ink letters on this parchment are hastily smeared over each other. Only the following words are legible. The Creator provides tools. Burning wheels lower gates. I break the lines, forge the broken sigil. Lock the way behind, claws raking the door, scatter all the keys. What trails my steps? Does not matter. There is only forward. Yay for Friday and the weekend. So Stevie Ray, whatever are you up to? Do you get a weekend?
That scar on your nose is new.
Yeah. Fell out of bed.
You sleep on the ground.
Surprised me too.
I'm still trying to put Snake here in with us. Just picturing Snake here every time Hader speaks. I didn't even catch that till it was till it was pointed out. Revenant. Corpse. I want to risk putting everybody right on the Revenant, go for an aggressive strategy, see if the tanks get in there, pull aggro from the corpses, see if everything just comes together. I'll do my bit. Pop out of stealth. Pop out of stealth. Here they come. As soon as the action starts. Mark of Death. Hidden Blades. Hidden Blades, please. Hidden Blades, please. So much for triggering it early. Was it the pillar? Is that part of what's happening? Do I keep having problems with getting Hidden Blades or leaping shot? That one will always fire off. I think it's time for some bees. Everybody likes bees. Right again. Marked. Hidden Blades. Leaping shot. Trigger. Too many numbers at once. I didn't see. Did we get a big number? I don't know if I got the trigger. I saw that. Traven Jade Empire is now on mobile. $10 in the US, I think. I have not played Jade Empire. I see that Iron Bull went down. I guess we're getting, it looks like we're getting, is it an unlimited corpse spawn? Possibly an unlimited corpse spawn. Until we've dealt with the Revenant. We're just getting more corpses. We either need to focus damage on the Revenant and try to drag all the ads over there, or focus on clearing some of the ads and then doing that. I don't know. I say we be on the Revenant. And we need to get Solus in a better position. He's probably going to get swarmed. Where is he even? He's actually in a decent spot. He doesn't need to move anywhere. Never mind. He does need to move. That was me. That was Jirai. That was not Solus. Marked. Hidden Blades. Leaping shot. Early trigger. I think I saw 12,000 in there. He's got a lot of hit points. This guy's hardy. What's up, Steph? Oh, Stevie Ray, did you start on The Witcher? Check that out, Stevie Ray John. After watching you stream, I started playing Witcher 3. So amazing. You're not going to get your life back now. Are you going to stream it, or are you playing it off stream? I know you've been doing a lot of creative streams. Are you going to be streaming it? Alright, tell us more. New to The Witcher, tell us more. everybody clustered up? Oh, Pulse is over here having his own fight. Drag it over here. Come on, tanks. Drag it over here. Rip life. Usually only stream art. Biggest thing you're blown away by is all the faces. They did a good job and they're different, right? If you go back, if you've seen anyone play any of the earlier Witcher games, or if you get a chance to, you'll see the opposite. The first Witcher game was made with... It had such limited resources. DDPR has managed to create fantastic games with limited resources compared to bigger studios. But that was a nice schematic. We'll look a little more closely at it. Dagger? Sword? So the first Witcher game especially had so many copycat faces, you would swear you saw the same... Yeah, the old games had same face. You would see the same faces in way too many places. Too many places. That they've come so far, and that they still have relatively limited resources compared to a huge studio. Phenomenal. Have you met... I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't, but let me just ask you, have you met the Bloody Baron yet? Or did you see him in the stream? That got you into The Witcher. Great faces. Desmodonis, is that correct? Witcher, first game, you're seeing a lot of the same faces. I can still picture a few of the faces that were everywhere. 2 still has some of that, but it got a little better. And in 3, I think they hit it really well. There are faces, you will eventually find some of that, but I didn't really see it till I had hundreds of hours in the game. Witcher 3 has the graphics you wish Skyrim had. You've got some great characters with great faces to meet. Some of them are incredibly unique. Like, I've not seen faces like that in any games anywhere. I'll refrain from dropping character names. But Warden, Alisa's diary. Never had a diary before. The wardens kept me too busy. But now I'm dying and there's no one to talk to. I'm alone with the music in my head growing louder. I always wondered how wardens knew they heard the calling. I asked Liam once after too many drinks. You'll know, he said, and I did. First it was just a whisper, creak in the door hinge I could put off oiling. But soon all I could hear was the music. It was there when I swung my staff and wiped the sweat from my brow. It lingered in Liam's laughter and stalked my drink. Can't explain the song, but I knew. It's a poison that grows in the mind, then consumes the body. I came here to die. In death, sacrifice. But I won't go quietly. I cut through the dark spawn horde, expecting to find only more of them the deeper I traveled, but nothing has matched my expectations. Deep roads brought to mind darkspawn, dwarven ruins, caverns, and death. But there's an entire underground world here. Just today, I came across plants with lyrium-streaked veins. I took a bath in a lake that held crisp, fresh water and cautious animals, large and small, that I'd never seen before. I can't be the first warden to witness such wonders. I was distracted by the curiosities yesterday. Was it yesterday? I let my guard down, got comfortable. Easy to do when you know death is inevitable. But then I stumbled across something horrible. I smelled it before I saw it. Bodies, Herlocks, Genlocks, creatures I didn't recognize, hundreds of them mutilated, tortured, thrown into pits. I ran, didn't see the hole. Can't move my legs. They look like they should hurt, but I can't feel it. The music is too loud. The hunger too strong. Still crawl. I don't want to die like this. Lisa's sketch of the deep roads circled what looks like a rock at the base of a support platform that extends from a Rock walk.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Broken away on the other side with the statue on top. Mike Spartan, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. To have you here, Mike.
This Grey Warden had a map. Could be important.
Prestige, you got a headache? Ah, that sucks. Goes away fast. Take something. Take something. Don't wait. Gotta beat the pain. Get ahead of the pain. I still wish the gamepad controls on PC did not override keyboard and mouse control and that you could actually quick save. Can't. Right way. There's an alternate path. Let's look at the map again in a minute. If we go straight towards the destination, maybe I'll double back. Oh yeah, Stevie Ray. Stevie, I missed your comment about the books. I have not read the books, but the whole time I've been playing The Witcher, I've been hearing about the books. People who have read them. And it is where the series began. It's a Polish series of fantasy novels that is so well known there. Pay attention, Bull just got completely, utterly wrecked. But the books were given as a presidential gift at one point. They're a national treasure. They're a national treasure there, so. And highly regarded by those who have read them. I don't think anyone who's read them has come here and said they didn't enjoy those books tremendously. Bull's down again! And Solus thought that would be a good time to go stand next to him. Got 2 alphas. Marked. Shit. Did not get a good detonation. I didn't have Hidden Blades cooldown ready. Oh, Prestige, you were right. The fights in here are definitely tougher. We're having fights with multiple alphas, and Bull is dropping all the time and can't keep his guard up, even with preferred taunts. Should help with that. I don't know how quickly I'm building focus, but I used it at the beginning of the DLC. It's probably been charged up for a while. Let's start using our focus abilities more. And I'm not the only one in the party who has them, so we can use... I haven't seen a Firestorm yet. But a Firestorm, we don't have Dorian in the party, so no haste. Bit sloppy, but I was distracted, very distracted.
Doing it your whole life.
My excuse.
He means that as a compliment.
You're famous, even down here. Is it true you killed a dragon?
You haven't lived till you felt their wings pulling you in.
I can't even imagine.
Actually, that's when you die.
Tell me about their teeth. I've heard they don't all breathe
No!
fire, and their scales have different colors and patterns.
Careful, Ren. I believe you're drooling.
Don't fall. I'm afraid of heights, okay? I'm afraid of heights. Lack of guard, prestige, it makes a huge difference. It does. So it looks like this is going down here. Backtrack? I don't know. Over here. It's tempting to backtrack and go see. I'm gonna push ahead a little bit more first. I think that one might be more so, Prestige, that you got so battered by that early fight. Demoralizing, right? It ate a lot of time and it was very demoralizing. Olus, you wanna back out of there a little bit? Or if there's a way to go back up the other side. Looking less and less like it. So if I'm curious about this, I might have to backtrack. It could be a dead end. I'm gonna go backtrack now. Let's see. If it's a dead end, we'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm impressed with the layout, the feel, the tall ceilings, large, cavernous feel of the deep roads here so far. Did go down there. Alright, not 3 minutes. This is a longer backtrack than I thought. Yeah, I did not see that. That sounds awesome. I feel like we already went here, though. We were. It dead ends. Map's just not entirely clear about it. It looks like this could go forward. But it doesn't, unless there's a way out up here.
Did that messenger who came through camp have any news about Orzammar? The food shortage?
More riots. There's unrest from Dust Town to the Diamond Quarters.
Can't have the Deep Lords going hungry.
I made sure your mother and brother are safe.
Wasn't necessary.
You're welcome.
I want my navigational superpower. Every once in a while I ask people if you could have a superpower in games. Separate from real life, so not flying, telekinesis, not talking about that. In games, if you could have a superpower. A skill as a gamer, if you could have a skill that you don't have as a gamer. What would it be? I would want perfect navigation. I would want to know, oh, I've been here before. Oh, that map, that's there. That's okay. I'm going to have to go here and there. I want to have a sense of where I am, where I'm traveling to. I want to master navigation and not have to do this. That's what I want. It's not a dead end. It wasn't a dead end. Welcome back, Curly Lion. It wasn't a dead end. What do you mean? Prestige! Prestige! It wasn't a dead end? You can say more than that, bud. Please say more than that. Wasn't a dead end. We did the Tower of Hanoi puzzle. There was some loot in a chest there. The map does make it look like you could go a little further. But I was pinging for anything I could interact with. I went up on the upper level. I didn't see anything. So talk to me. What was there? And should I go back? Don't play coy. Coy. Dougie went to go cook the largest pot of ramen noodles ever conceived. How big is the largest pot of ramen noodles ever conceived? Does that mean you brought enough for everyone? No carry capacity. Would that be yours? You want me to say it? Yes! Biggest superpower. Being able to hoard all the loot without carry capacity. That would be a good one. I would take that gladly. More loot and enemies use explosive shot. Very cool. Varric's got explosive shot. I don't. I wonder what else would work besides explosive shot. Any area attack? Do you think my leaping shot would work? Oh shit, someone got picked up. Who is it? I don't think the bees landed. How do you get the guard? It is on certain weapons and armor that you might loot, and you can take the masterwork slot, the special slot when you're crafting armor or weapons, and some of the fade touched when you're gathering crafting materials, you'll occasionally get fade touched materials. Some of them have a special property which will build guard on hit. So if you craft certain things, or if you loot and use certain items, you can get guard on characters that are not warriors. Like my rogue and Solus. Guard on hit, he says. Guard on hit armor. Didn't even see those guys. Fight in one place. Solus is getting killed. He's probably down the stairs getting wrecked. Or right there he is. But these are the packs are so much larger here that getting them all gathered up and letting your tanks just taunt and control them, it seems a little bit trickier. I could take the tanks which have a lot of aggro and try to move them up the stairs to where these archers are, and they'll drag some of the melee with them. But they're not taking everything. Like your Solus is still getting aggro. Got you. Open a rift. I think we're okay. We're okay. That shot hardly does anything up close. Hey! 20. Horn of Valor. Should give party members guard. Too late. I don't know. Did I even set her up with Horn of Valor? Graved battle axe. Hey, slugger. Welcome. Investigate the corpses. Is there an actual option to investigate the corpses? Doesn't seem like it.
Look at that, Ren. Could this be Tig Hedron?
Darkspawn all over it.
Hey,
You can
the
see the
drawing.
torches.
We're getting close to something.
Aye. The fight of our lives.
Really? That, I don't know if it was a treasure map or what, but this was about the view in the drawing that was left. There's the stone walk with the platform with the statue on it and support underneath it. So somewhere down there where that door is, or possibly on the rocks next to that door down there. Maybe there's something down there. Maybe it's a treasure. Maybe it's a trap. Hedron Tig, letter to merchant Levnog predating the first blight. Levnog, more of the brand, refused to make the journey to Hedron Tig. Rumors of the incident has spread, and no amount of coin or beatings could persuade them. Asked Miner Vasov to send the Asana shipment, his own crew, but have yet to receive a reply. Inquired if anyone else has heard from their Hedron contacts. Nothing. I worry that it has something to do with those creatures that wear the faces of the dead. Apparently, the king himself is leading a troop of warriors to check on the situation. Needless to say, the shipment will be late. I just hope it arrives at all. Down on potions. Wonder if we'll discover one of those other camps soon. It would be nice to replenish. There's got a point. Prestige, they've hid those gears in some places you can't even imagine. Cloak of Shadows put the whole party in stealth. My biggest issue with that, don't have room on the bar for something else, although I could replace the Rift focus power with Cloak of Shadows if I wanted. Or I'd have to take something else. There's only lots to work with. Wounded enemy is the perfect target. Your attacks are even deadlier against targets that are close to death already. 2% for each 10% missing health. Damage bonus. Yeah, let's get it. It's a good passive. An extra dex comes with. I misread that before. I was thinking about how much health I had. Bigger enemies, that'll help. Get pretty good bonus. Okay, got a way down. So we'll use the supply cache. Weather around the world. Is that what's on your mind right now, Slugger? A lot of people had to leave their homes, yeah, and hopefully not too many stayed behind when they were told to leave.
Keep your mouth closed when fighting Darkspawn. Their blood's poison.
Where's its poison?
Lovely creatures.
There was this Carter boy,
Lovely creatures, Darkspawn.
Vaughn, who joined the Legion around the same time I did. Fast with daggers. Could poke 50 holes in a Hurlock before the Blighter knew what happened. Daggers are messy. Vaughn swallowed some spatter. Took him 3 days to die.
Daggers are messy.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Harley Quinn show. Welcome aboard. For the follow. Harley Quinn. Welcome aboard.
Lost a good soldier in the roads
To the deep
once.
roads.
Fell down a hole. Found her 3 days later.
He loves this story.
She spent a whole day telling us all the strange things she saw while lost. A golden longboat floating in the air. Packs of hairless children hunting nugs. A giant skeleton on the
It is, Steph.
Was it true?
Never found out. She woke up the next day. Couldn't remember any of it.
It's, this dwarf right here. This is DLC, so I actually need to have a conversation. Investigate the corpses. Why didn't I get... Do I need to go back up there? I didn't get credit for investigating the corpses, but there was no prompt. Was it just a bad hitbox kind of thing? I feel like I need to go back up there before we proceed. The quest marker is on the lift. Fast travel. Right here, there were corpses in the middle of the floor. There was just no way to interact with them. You hear his snake voice mixed in. He doesn't hide it too much, does he? Talk to me about these corpses if you know what's going on. Or maybe this time they'll just be something I can interact with. There's the pile. They're right there. Ah! Yeah, and they even ping. They even ping. You were here 10 minutes ago. You saw me try, and there was nothing.
Can't even tell who they were.
I'm sorry, Ren.
You joined the Legion knowing you're already dead. You don't fear the killing blow. We rest in the stone and pass our strength back to her. That's our reward. But the Darkspawn...
That's a
File
reward.
these soldiers. They can't return to the stone. They'd only weaken her.
No time to mourn. There's nothing to be done.
We'll make the Darkspawn pay for what they've done.
I've killed so many. But every time I stare into their black eyes, I know one day it won't be quick enough.
Stop it.
It's the truth, Volta. I'm going to die down here. I can only hope it won't be like this.
We'll burn the remains. Honor them with flame.
Dougie. Avenge. Okay with that. They're gonna honor them. They're gonna do that anyways. I know not of their traditions. But they do. Taking care of business. Look around the corners of the room in case there were any gears hiding here. There's some loot. If it wasn't a gear, Prestige has warned that they've hidden gears in terrible places. This wouldn't even be a terrible place. I better check every corner, and the corners are so dark. Codename Short Snake. Nice. Short Snake. What about, like, down there? Uh-oh. Oh. That might be lethal. There might be... You might be able to get over there. Here. Oh, look, you just... I'm easy, prestige. It's all good. Whatever comes out is fine. No idea where I'm going. If there's any sense to having come down that way. But I like jumping around, so. Fall damage won't kill you. You just need to make sure you actually land on the ground. Fall damage never kills you? I thought that was only at Skyholds. Never kills you, it just takes you to 1 hit point. Not ever know that. Here! Oh! Oh shit! Yeah. Oh. Here. Yeah, in Skyhold, you lose no health whatsoever, but if you take a really long fall, there is that... This is where the lift comes down to. But you animate like you've taken, like you've broken your leg or taken substantial damage. Do that cool, like Celine in Underworld, the first Underworld, when she makes that long drop and whoom, hits the ground really hard. You kind of do that. A lot of the gears are in places like that. Jumping down places that are pretty stupid to jump down. There's a lot of that. At the end of the day, it wasn't really worth it. So yeah, try and unlock. Every expedition you see unlocks new areas and stuff. Sounds good. Man, sounds good. Lean, exactly. That's why you need to make sure that you land on the ground and not an abyss. And save often. It's almost like they tried to go Dark Soulsy with where stuff is stashed. Oh, you gotta drop off this ledge and go down here, and then you'll see that there's a little place to go and there'll be something down there. I don't know if that's precisely what they had in mind. But like that down there. You wouldn't go down there unless there was something down there that you needed. And if it was Dark Souls, you would definitely go down there to explore if there was something. Look, oh!
What's on the Grey Warden's
What do you
map?
know?
Time to look around.
Prestige, thank you. You were right. They're clearly up to that. There. Come on. Come on. Please. Yeah, I really wish they'd made it possible to quick save while using a controller. Quick save is a must when playing a game like this. And they did in Mass Effect 3. BioWare, their gamepad controls for Mass Effect did not have a quick save in 1 or 2, but the select button was quick save in Mass Effect 3. And here we've got tactics tied to that button. And I would have preferred quick save. You put tactics on some other, I don't know, something. We need quick save. It's mean. Mean. Sort of thing I'm sure they could have figured a way to patch into the game. Maybe they didn't get enough feedback on it. Ooh. Beautiful sword. That probably can't be used yet. We're not 21. I just hit 20. Even when I hit 21, Cassandra will probably be a little behind. On hit, gain 5 guard. Bull or Cassandra? See, alright, there's a great one for you, Dougie. I didn't have to make this sword, but that has the equivalent of a piece of Fade Touch Silverite in it, which on hit gains 5 guard. So this is like a very nice crafted sword with a masterwork item. So that's a beautiful sword as soon as someone can use it. Mass Effect 3 didn't have controller support, though. Well, what I mean is on consoles, they actually added a quick save for Mass Effect 3 by pushing the select button. They actually did. I'm not even talking about the controller mod for PC, although that was implemented in the controller mod for PC. But yeah, they did actually have a quick save on consoles for Mass Effect 3. Isn't that? I mean, at the time I was excited. Now I'm frustrated that they didn't keep doing that. It worked. It worked great. Hey, Biscuit. What's up? I don't need to be up here. Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck. If you do get stuck, you can switch to another party member. Still, don't be stuck. Rope. Good evening. Welcome back, Sea Star. Been chilly today for so long. Hot shower felt good. When doesn't a hot shower feel good? Corpse heart. Here. Our number one job right now is collecting gears. I suppose it's a step up from what the Inquisitor usually has to do, which is just collect flowers. Mine things. One thing the Inquisition can't afford and doesn't have resources for, it's people to do those things for the Inquisitor. Here! Anyone else see the buffer wheel? Numbers look good here. Sorry, sounds like Lamia has intermittent internet issues. Really rough. So if she ever just devours half of chat in a rage, it probably started with internet issues. It. All gears in the second gate. Could you put your gear collecting in second gear? Go!
I've heard encouraging things about progress topside. That you're bringing order to the chaos.
That's what they tell me.
We could use that down
My
here.
leaping shot hit the stalactites. Ceiling, right? Stalagmites grow up, stalagmites grow down. Is that correct? And it did it again! Can't use leaping shot in here. Because stalactites. It's just not gonna work in here. What if it's from really close? Oh. Got it to land once. Didn't miss here, did I? Is just struggling. Preferred skills. I'll bet you if we check, we can check, but I'll bet you his cooldowns. Yeah, look at that. His what we could do, we could add the charge to his preferred tactics. Charging bolt. Let's add that. It also builds guard. Helps when there's more enemies around, just like his other guard building skills. Let's try it. Makes any difference. They are all single player, but this one also has a multiplayer game. They're separate. The single and multiplayer in Dragon Age are separate. Kind of like in Mass Effect 3, don't believe they're similar multiplayer, but they're completely separate from the single-player campaigns in both cases.
I almost lost my leg to a hurlock a few years back. Left a nasty scar.
How'd you get away?
Kicked her with the other leg.
Good man.
Seriously, keep your guard up. They'll use your tongue as jewelry.
I'll remember that.
Wouldn't be surprised if there's something out there. I've almost did. Oh, we're not going anywhere from here, are we? Well, shit. Oh, hot diggity damn! Did you see? Dwarven mugs. Brandon's custom mix. The mug bears the inscription, 5 minutes here is 15 minutes there. A dive. Command not work. Need to take a trip back to the main camp to get some expeditions going. Probably that before we do much else. We need to replenish potions. We just need a point we can travel to nearby to come back to. Lift's not that far away. Hey, Prestige, thank you. Bot doesn't like me right now. A bit easier. Ah! Some saves. Save junkie. I don't use them, I make them. Second gate, 9th gate. Gates of Segromar. These hand-stamped, smudged ink letters are barely legible, overlapping each other in tight spirals on the parchment. Redemption should follow sacrifice. The Creator promised me. I end without hope. Every command a lie, each task a trap. Divided, I am conquered. The sigil breaks me. Side quests for opening some doors such as this one. So they are not required, but I've not played this before, so I'm kind of having fun with the exploration. I don't have a goal of doing them all, and I'm not trying to avoid them either. So just enjoying what comes. Recover artifacts from Ores of Our was the point of fading to black? There was no cutscene. Fade to black. Okay, camera back up. Acquired a dwarven plate and a toy soldier. Yeah, that was totally worth the gears and the fade to black. Really? 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 Gears! And shiny! Whirl! Not up there when I was... Oh, Solus! Solus still up there? Awesome. Watch out. Watch out, Bull. Watch out, Bull. Fuck. No. Damn it. Not cool. Cool, guys. Not cool. Oh, can you actually just walk up here? Visitor's taking the long way around. She's showing me where she can walk up here, right? Never mind. T. Lopez, how you doing? Hello, Jay in chat. Hello, T. Lopez.
Darkspawn are getting worse. Must be close to a nest.
That explains the stench.
Yes, rope. I have jars full of bees, and so they work like grenades. Bee grenades. This is the main quest. Follow Valta through the Hydran Taig. Selected for the second gate. Didn't open. Are the gears specific to certain gates? 5, 3 of 3. The gears are generic, right? Gears are generic. Perfect. So we could open the second gate, or find more and open the ancient second rune-warded gate. Whatever end. But this one, there's this, the second rune-warded gate, requires 5 scorched ancient gears. So by getting that little bit of loot before, we now have to go gear hunting to progress. Ah! Oh, not connecting. Pick a target at the middle there. Alright, we need one more for the door. There it is. What else down here? Ah, it's the place I couldn't get to. I was trying to jump to. And what's up here? Any up here? Organic bioweapons, the best. Nature provides the best things. Nature always wins. Oh, it's just Summerstone. There's a tiny little bit of loot. Second rune-warded gate. Words on this torn parchment are handwritten in ink as rusty as dried blood. Terrible to sacrifice one's own child with a lie. I prayed on perfectly trusting faith, but how could I explain my desperation? The deep roads wind in deceitful spirals, concealing the sigil from casual observance. I could not discern its true pattern until I stood in the fade and gazed down upon the vast, malevolent engraving. Its artist remains unknown, but its horrifying intent was all too clear, as was my necessity. I only wish it had not cost you, my only child. I cannot build the locked barriers that would carve the marks and break the sigil. You alone could save us all, but only by destroying yourself, and I let you do it. Forgive me. The rest of the text is illegible scratches. The lines and swirls form a disturbing pattern if stared at too long. Cheese wheel with the cheese knife. You bet. Solus is standing in the doorway, and that is not smart. How about you get out of the doorway, Solus? Everybody. We get some new music too. Bring it. Watch out. That would be Cassandra with the cheese wheel for a shield.
Message coming in.
It is her shield.
Patching it through.
Buffy Bunny 247. Kelly, thank you for the host, man, and welcome. If you're out there.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
And the faceless protagonist. Thank you for the host. Wedge of Destiny is the name of the cheese wedge shield.
Be the man! You gotta beat the man!
Woo! Who would host this guy? Not this guy. Not this guy. Bull getting the heels. Bull got the heels. Game cannot currently save. Fine. Whatever you say. Detonation! Oh, did you see his health just plummet? That was the mark of death. Hidden blades, leaping shot, they stacked correctly, and I got the detonation. The timing was just right. I didn't see the number. All I saw was his health bar disappear. All that matters, baby. All that matters. Speaking of, can we do that again? 1, 2, 3, and trigger. Boom! Not the best. 7,000. Still a good hit. A fine hit. Oh man, Terrier, have you ever gotten so sick you just want to sleep all day? Yes. Not in a while, fortunately. You feel like that right now. Dex, I'm sorry to hear that. That's the yuck. On your feet, Bull. Done. What's going on? Hello. Hidden blades just won't trigger on this guy. Something was up. Is there a reason for that, or is that just being buggy? There it goes. Ah. Switch targets and SLS is standing in melee range. Prestige, like the whole day, just not having it tomorrow. Can you do this mid-battle? No, you cannot claim a spot mid-battle. Music is excellent. Get close so I can leap back, hopefully without going off the cliff. No! Die already! Die! Die, lie down! Go to sleep. Bedtime for you. Go! That guy ate his spinach. Unlock expedition. Hydron tag, lower bridge, operation available. Soon as... Oh, we got a new camp to reach. As soon as we get to that camp. If we get the same kind of tables to work with, we can do it there. Otherwise, we're heading back to the other camp, buy supplies. Maybe we can craft something. Craft something. Cannot save. Still cannot save. We're down to 5 and regen. Alrighty then. Goes into the corner and then just becomes invincible with his last shred of health. Alright. Everybody over here. Stealth for me. Everybody move. For a little panic in there. Probably too much in the thick of it, but okay, hidden blades. Did it trigger? No. If I do a mark of death, what is in there? Oh shit, there's an emissary mixed in there. Emissary mixed in there. Wish I had some Antivan fire right now. I know there's still bees going. I'm gonna overlap. I'm gonna overlap bees right now. Bees for everyone. Who else has focus power for us? Allie. That's regen, right? Everybody gets crazy regen. So if we move everyone to the emissary, cooldown's ready. Mark. Hidden blades. Emissary moved. Nope. Toast! 20,000! 20,000! It detonated for 20,000 and the emissary is toast! This chick is toast! Valentine, how goes? Nothing. All that. No loot. And no save. No loot, no save. Not yet. And not a back way. Is there another way? Oh. Ogres defeated. Reclaiming the tag. Darkspawn waves. Ogres defeated. Go around, go straight in. Take down this ogre. But there's 2 ogres. Do you see the second one? One is right behind the other. One is right behind the other. My focus power not charged. Cassandra's rally just used. Solus does have Firestorm. Got a rampage, right? But no save, huh? But no save. Check it save. Get party wiped in here. They're ogres. I'm not gonna be able to make a choke point at a door or anything. That was completely unnecessary. Alright. We open with. How far out can that go? Is that tagging both? Pretty sure it is. Solus. Right, he's behind me. Detonated it too soon. It's on the wrong button. Alright, Solus, back up. It's time to back up. Here's our target. Everybody stay on the ogre. Let's try and do area damage. Bull's in trouble. Bull's always in trouble. The regen. There's a supply cache here too. Excellent. Clear up a few of the ads. Bees might be, I should save the bees because I don't have the Blood Lotus. Although if I get back to that crafting material vendor, I can buy Blood Lotus and then we'll have plenty of bees. Alright, we've got one ogre who's in sad shape. Let's work with that. My stamina up. Mark him. Hidden blades. Hidden blades. Leaping shot. Detonation. Didn't see it. Did it work? Might have taken a chunk off. He's got a lot of hit points. It's good that there's a supply cache down here. Should have gone to stealth before doing that. It would have been a crit. Focus on the ogre. Stamina up. Try it. Marked. Hidden blades. Leaping shot. Detonation. 11,600. Not sure it all stacked well, but it's huge damage. Done right, it's huge damage with that mark. Definitely takes a little doing. Yes! Got another 2 more emissaries. We've got an emissary in my face.
Cut it down.
This is a very special one. Emissary leader. Cut it down and they're done. Okay, well, you know what then?
Done.
Everybody switch targets. Who's still got? Emissary Alpha. Probably should have waited till Bull was in range and everybody was all clustered up to use his focus power. I've never used it, so I don't know how the Rampage is best used. Pretty sure that wasn't it, though. Stamina built up. Marked. Hidden blades. Come on, leaping shot, detonation. Not sure what we got, didn't get. Solus? Did Solus die all the way back here? Solus is back up. How did Solus get back up? It was Bull who was down. Don't mind me, I'll just be over here being confused. Don't need to clear all the ads if we take down the Emissary Alpha. So let's get everyone back on that. And I've got my focus power ready, so it's time. Bring it. Marked. Hidden blades. Leaping shot. Detonation. Yes, it's going down, going down. You die now. That one just bail? Did the other one bail? Did he actually run away? Float away. Fly away. Fly, fly, fly away. Superior potions belt. Now that's a potions belt. Look at that staff, too. 10% chance to inflict chain lightning at 100% weapon power. 7% crit chance, 41 magic, 7 willpower. Beautiful. How are we doing on actual progress in the quest? We're coming up on a break shortly here. Are we 2 hours from getting through the DLC?
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Ty, thank you for the host and welcome.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Ty, not only did you keep us waiting, but if you listen carefully, is he still with us? There he is. That's Hater right there, stuck in the torches. You'll hear him probably soon. Oh, happy Friday, Ty. Happy Friday, everyone. Made it to another camp.
That's the last of those, Darkspawn. Legion's in your debt, Inquisitor.
Look at this, Ren. It's ancient. Maybe 1,000 years old.
Any idea who built it or why?
This Tig is on top of a lyrium mine. According to the memories, the mine was destroyed by some unexplained disaster. The miners must have used this lift to reach the lower levels.
Sounds familiar. If there is a Titan causing earthquakes, it's down there.
I found this book with the emissary. The pages are mostly ruined, but a few are readable. See this line? I awoke to the singing stone. Our kingdom trembled at the Titan's hymn.
There you go. See that the lyrium sings.
That reference to singing stone. I've been told that raw lyrium has a sound.
A hum. The mining cast follows it to find lyrium veins. They say it's the stone calling to them.
Perhaps it wasn't chance that the quakes destroyed lyrium mines. Is it possible the Darkspawn or their emissary could also hear the song?
The stone would never call to those vile things. But that doesn't mean they can't hear her.
Darkspawn live and die by the Blight. They don't care for much else.
I didn't realize you knew so much about Darkspawn motives.
Not everything's a mystery, Volta. Some things are exactly as they appear.
And some things are not.
We need information.
If similar quakes happened then, the people who lived here may have found a way to stop them.
I see no solution in the text, but it's practically dust. We're lucky any words survived.
Half a poem. Just what we needed.
Perhaps this will change her mind. Look here. It's the royal seal of Orsec Garal.
King Orsec Garal? That book belonged to a paragon? Maybe you are onto something, Volta.
Of course you'd take a dead man's word over mine. Always the traditionalist.
Hey, challenging tradition lost you a cushy position in Orzammar.
Does a king's book mean that much to you, Ren?
Paragons are the best of our people. They don't hand that title out to just anyone. Not even a king. Knowing it was Garal's book from the start would have saved us an argument.
As if you'd ever avoid an argument.
We don't have time for this.
I agree. And to be clear, I was reassigned. When my superiors ordered me to remove an official record from the memories, I declined. We decided it would be best if I served the Shaperate here, finding history instead of recording it.
That record must have been important, to risk your position over it.
It was trivial, actually. A cousin of King Haramount discovered that her husband's ancestor had Carta connections. But the truth is the truth, no matter how political it may be.
The Shaperate can erase official records. Aren't the memories permanent?
Sometimes erasing records is standard procedure. If a dwarf becomes castless, they're struck from the memories. But I was asked to change a fact that someone important merely found inconvenient.
If the Shaperate is willing to erase memories, what would prevent them from covering up the existence of Titans?
Why would they do that?
Because someone in power demanded it.
Shaperate disappoints me.
I had no idea the Shaperate was so corrupt.
Institutions aren't corrupt. Only people. I wish abusing memories for political gain was a rarity.
I remember Orzammar as an honorable kingdom.
You've been gone a long time, Ren.
I'm sorry I brought it up. The earthquakes are what matters. I don't know where this lift leads, but we're about to find out the hard way. Get ready.
Buddy. S7, thank you, man. Thank you for the generous tip. Quick, pause the first of the month. Tip. Also, cheese wheel. Titsicles. Get that Inquisitor a sandwich. Her cheekbones are severe. Yeah, that was my doing. I'll get her a sandwich. Thank you, bud. Love for S7.
Yes. It's gonna hurt. Just remember, you're already dead. Drink some ale. It will help.
Wish the bastard had run me
Thank you so much. Dude. Titsicles. He did not make that up, if you haven't heard Titsicles. I don't think Bull's the only one who mentions it, too. I think Sarah mentions it. I don't even know who can mention it first. We should bring Sarah out sometime, see what she thinks of the Titsicles back in Emprise. Okay, just about to take a break, but let's see what's here. Let's replenish. Let's get ready for what's next. Whatever is next. We got to get some missions going. So we'll go back to the main camp, and there's a mini war table for this DLC, kind of like the war table in the main game. Separate stuff though. Eternal Battle, Darkspawn. Unless there's a blight, surfacers reserve the Darkspawn for cautionary religious lessons and bedtime stories. That's a luxury Orzammar cannot afford. Without the Legion of the Dead's continuous efforts, our great Tig would have undoubtedly been lost to the Blighters long ago. Still, the question remains, Where did these monsters come from? It's a given that the Chantry's beliefs about the Darkspawn's origin are nonsense. They were not cast down from a fabled city. They crawled up from the deep recesses of the earth. We know now that the Darkspawn come from brood mothers. Perhaps at the very heart of our world sits a queen, the first mother. Instead of focusing on the children, we should target the brood mothers and ensure that future reinforcements will never be born. Written in the margins are 2 sets of handwriting, presumably from Lieutenant Wren and Shaper Valta. Chopping off their head should do the trick. Write in one of my books again, and it's your head at risk, Lieutenant.
Has the Inquisitor earned your respect now, Yakar?
Hey, Edge.
It changes.
How are you today?
A surfacer will always be a surfacer.
Welcome, welcome. About to take a short break. Let's travel back to the main camp real quick. Quartermaster, Legion, is this the right camp? I think this is the right. When's the next break? The next break is now-ish, but I want to craft and replenish potions real quick. Don't really need to craft. Might need to buy some extra... Sort at this. Not, Can I not buy plants here? Tier 3 materials. If we wanted to make any Tier 3 gear, don't have any of the masterwork items. I want to make a new bow, although I do have a schematic and the materials to make a new bow. I don't want to waste dragon materials on it until I have Fade Touched. Wasn't there, was it? Blood Lotus. If we can't buy Blood Lotus, we're going to run short on bees. We could switch potion types.
I've been meaning to ask, Inquisitor. The sky.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Well, hold in the sky. How do you keep it from floating away?
It's built into a mountain.
Lion, I'm still working through your name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. What blind? Birdie blind? Oh, help me out a little bit. Help me out a little bit. I am definitely gonna need your help. Bought in the Blight? Timing was poor, but I'm curious.
Shaper Volta said you're a veteran of the Blight.
That was a wet-nosed recruit.
Third eye blind!
But
Sorry,
you survived.
brain, mush brain.
Swing your axe long enough. You're bound to hit something.
You must have racked up with
Third eye blind, welcome aboard. Ty! TYB, thank you, man. Thank you for the generous tip.
Most of
Wolves!
our stories end with decapitation.
Happy Friday, Jay cheers, Jay chomp. Wolves behind you! Hey, thank you. Third Eye Blind, thank you. Let's discuss the Legion. Actually, we'll talk
Thanks for your
later.
time.
I do need to take a break, grab a bite to eat, check on the dogs. I wanted to come over here and equip potions, make sure the party that we're traveling with out of Blood Lotus. There wasn't any on the vendor. Yay. Solus regen potions and Iron Bull regen potions. We do have enough Elf Root and Rash Vine, I think, to make it through this. There's that. It's a plus. I can make such a better bow for the Inquisitor. It's worth burning through some of those dragon materials they gave us and remaking it later with more. No one else could even use that bow. It would be a waste. You just need one good piece of Fade Touched. Picked any up, but what I want is the Fade Touched Velvet, Ring Velvet, and not the one that I have, the other one. This one does cost reduction. There's another one that does hidden daggers, hidden blades, triggers hidden blades. I don't have a different piece that blades do I? I have caltrops. Shield badge. Entropic, got a question for all burger fans. How do you properly eat really large burgers? Do you smash them together? Or do you eat it part for part? If you smash it together, hopefully it's got your hands, you can hold it like that with 2 hands. Just bury your face in it. Maybe it comes in like a paper wrap and you might have a little help. Alright, sorry. Now I'm just hungry. I'm gonna go eat something. I'll see you all in about 10-12 minutes. We'll continue. We may not finish this in the next 2 hours, but if we're close enough after that, might go a little over and finish. Otherwise, we'll finish this DLC tomorrow. Basic order of operations is finish Descent, finish main campaign, Jaws of Hakan, Trespasser. We've got the rest of today. We've got 12 hours tomorrow, and we've got 8 hours on Sunday, and I'm really hoping it clicks and we can get this done. Then we'll be starting Doom on Tuesday. Getting into the October stuff proper. I'll see you all real soon. Cheers.